Thinking about moving to Philadelphia? Well, today we're going to talk about 10 cities you should think about before you move into Philadelphia. Here are 10 cities outside Philadelphia, 10 beautiful little suburban cities that you might want to check out before you make that big move. Or maybe you are in Philadelphia and you're like, where should I move afterwards? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to maybe want to move to any of these 10. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Number 10. And by the way, before I mention number 10, a little cliffhanger here. Make sure you hang in to the end when I talk about that one town that's not really on this list, but really should be. And it could be in a couple of years. So make sure you hang in for that excitement announcement. So without further ado, number 10, Lower Merion Township. And now you're probably going to go, that's not a town, Chris. That's not a city. I know, but we'll talk about the township just basically as it is. Throw them all in there, all those little town areas in there, into the township. Now, you ever heard someone say the main line? Well, that's kind of what they're referring to, Lower Merion Township. It's not what everyone, well, it's kind of everyone wants to be, or maybe not. I wouldn't mind being there. I'm outside of there. I'm not in, but that's okay. Lower Merion is a spot where you have old stone mansions, beautiful old stone mansions sitting on tree-lined streets, lots of sidewalks, a lot of walkable areas over there. And you also have where private schools and public school kind of compete against each other. They're like, ooh, we're private, oh, we're public, we're competing because we're the best. And parents love it because what does that do? Well, it makes the Lower Merion School District even better. So, hey, let them compete it. Let them fight it out and figure out who's number one. But the good thing about Lower Merion Township, you could literally be in Center City in about 20 minutes with a quick train ride. Township has about 63,000 people in there. And some of the towns I consider part of Lower Merion Township is obviously Ardmore, Ballackinwood, Bryn Mawr. And you might say, oh, you forgot this one, you forgot that one. Make sure you comment below. Let me know which one I forgot and didn't mention. But either way, Ardmore, let's talk about that. It's probably one of my favorites in this Lower Merion Township area. And by the way, I'm not forgetting Gladwin. Gladwin's in there too, but Ardmore has this little suburban square area, which is amazing to go to in the summer, spring, early fall. Not so much in the wintertime because there's a lot of open space and it gets cold in there. So when you're eating your lunch, your dinner, or your unlimited mimosas at brunch, it gets a little cold in the wintertime. But the beautiful thing about Suburban Square has some great shops, great restaurants, also free parking in the garage. I know, free parking. Who would have thought? But the difference between the two, oh, by the way, the Suburban Square is the oldest, seriously, I forgot to mention that, oldest outdoor shopping center in all of the country. Who knew? Ballackinwood feels more corporate, more polished. Bryn Mawr has more of a Bryn Mawr has more of a college feel to it because of all the universities that are nearby. And thanks to those, it makes it even more competitive area. And also, like I mentioned before, Gladwin. Gladwin's one of the richest zip codes in all of the United States. Yes, all of the United States. And if you're thinking about moving to Gladwin, you're gonna reach out to this guy. But seriously, if you're gonna move to Gladwin or any other area around outside of Philadelphia, inside of Philadelphia, you're going to reach this guy. Contact information below. Send me a phone call. Give me a little ring-a-ding, email, DM. Let me know how I can help you. Houses in the mainline area are usually around 600 and up. There are some things lower, 400,000 or 500,000, but they usually don't last more than a day or two. But mostly prices are upwards 600 and up. Now, I will say this, if you want more of a busier, walkable suburb with a little bit of nightlife, well, here comes number 9, which is Conshohocken, or as the locals like to say, Conchi. Yes. And don't even ask me how to spell Conshohocken. I've been living over here. I've been living in this area since 1999. I still misspell it. And I know you locals do too, so don't come yelling at me saying, oh, you don't know how to spell Conshohocken? Well, you don't either. So just to let you know. That's why everyone calls it Conchi. Now, the population inside the borough is more like around 10,000. But during the day, you will feel like it's a lot more because there's a lot of people that work there. Office buildings line parts of the river. A lot of corporate headquarters, corporate jobs bring a lot of younger people. I will say that's usually a younger crowd, 20s, 30s, and 40s. Yes, I'm throwing 40s in there as younger. I wonder why, this guy. But a beautiful thing about Conshohocken, a couple of things. You got Fayette Street, which is where everything happens. Restaurants, breweries, local mom and pop shops, local breweries, take out, dine out, all that good stuff is right kind of off. It's on Fayette Street, or kind of a little bit off Fayette Street. A little bit of a nightlife over there compared to Ballackinwood, for example. Seriously, there are some late night spots open. It's one of the few suburbs where you can actually walk to dinner, and there are some options past 9 p.m. Also sits along the Schuylkill River Trail, which is beautiful, by the way. Just don't go swimming in the Schuylkill River. Please don't. But the good thing is there's a regional rail right in Conshohocken, about 15-minute, 20-minute train ride. It can take you right on down to Center City. That's one of the beautiful things about Conshohocken. And by the way, too, you're close to like 76, 476, 276, some major roads. So if you need to get in, get out, Conshohocken, it's difficult because it gets real. It's only so many ways you can get in and out of Conshohocken, so it gets a little difficult in rush hour. But if you are looking for main roads, how to get you different places, Conchi is definitely the spot to be. All right. The housing here is heavy on townhomes. There are some older homes in Conshohocken, a lot of twins, there are some row homes, twins, newer townhomes are being built. Also some older townhomes. Yes, there are single detached homes there. We're very close to Lafayette Hill. The prices in Conshohocken usually start 400 and up, right? And go all the way up to 800-900 if that's what you're looking for. A little bit less than Lower Marion Township, or as they say, the main line. Now, if you want a charming, but a small town vibe, the number 8 coming in real strong is Ambler. I love Ambler, really seriously. It's like a real small downtown feel over there. About 6,000 people live in the town of Ambler, but it's actually pretty busy, especially in the summertime. It's not fake alive, it's actually real alive. Like a lot of things happen. You have the Ambler Theater, which was restored which is a restored 1920s movie house. And it's a pretty cool spot. Definitely check that out. Anchors to Main Street. On Main Street, you do have a lot of great restaurants. Again, boutique shops, local bars, local restaurants, mom and pop shops that you definitely want to check out. It's a cool place to go in the summertime, like on a Saturday, afternoon. Got some walkable streets with all the breweries, the coffee shops, and everything like that. A lot of summer events happen over there, so you definitely want to check them out for you. Train access is great too. You got the Lansdale-Doylestown line that you can catch right on Ambler. You can jump on that and take a train ride right into Center City. Parking is a little rough and right there, but housing prices are usually anywhere from 400 and up to 600. A little bit of an older generation that lived there. Some people grew up there and have stayed there. Great school district, by the way. It's part of the Wissahickon School District. So now, if you want something different, if you want to get away from things where you have a prefer quiet, spread out neighborhood with lots of space and lots of greenery, well, right next door you have Bluebell. And if you don't know what a Bluebell is, look it up. But seriously, coming in number 7, it's quiet, it's spread out, it's calm. A lot of families pick Bluebell. One, because of the spread out, a lot of the greenery, a lot of tree-lined streets, a lot of trees out there. Like it's a lot of green out there. But also you're really close to Ambler, so if you want a little vibe going on, it's easy drive from Bluebell to Ambler. You get large homes, like I said before, tree-lined streets, golf courses, in neighborhoods that have been around for a long time or settled in. It's part of Whitpain Township, which leans more toward the established areas, established professionals and families. Median prices housing prices usually start at $500 and up to $800. I can also tell you a lot of CEOs from corporate offices live in Bluebell. A lot of professional athletes, basketball, football, and baseball players actually end up buying and living in Bluebell. Some beautiful, drop-dead gorgeous houses in Bluebell. It's awesome to drive through there just to for a day, just take a little side road. A lot of them are fenced in. Yeah, private security, the whole 9 yards. It is part of the Wissahickon School District, just like Ambler. Highly ranked school district in Montgomery County. It's probably right up there with Lower Marion Township, Lower Marion School District. Remember that. So the education standards are very high. That's why you see a lot more families in Bluebell, Ambler. Easy access to the Pennsylvania Turnpike, 202. The cool thing is like you kind of have that access where you live in. You want big city feel, you can jump on the turnpike, take 76, get right into Center City if you want to do that on a Saturday, go into Philadelphia. It's not that bad of a drive on the weekends. Not the weekdays, it's a nightmare, but on the weekends it's pretty awesome. Now, if you want like a business hub, a little more, I want to say younger crowd with big daytime activity, well, number 6 coming in right in there real strong is King of Prussia, or as they locals like to call it, the KOP. The cool thing with KOP is it's a lot more than just that, King of Prussia Mall, which is a huge mall, by the way. It's over 400 stores. It used to be the largest mall in the United States. Then Mall of America had to come along and knock them in the chin and knock them out. And I will tell you, I was just there last week I was there at the mall. had to take care of some business, and I got lost. And I've been going there for years. And yes, it's a rite of passage. You will get lost. You got to remember where you park. Remember where you park, but it's also important you got to remember where you walked in from your parking lot, because you'll park in a parking garage most likely. You got to remember which store you're walking by. You literally have to take a picture of it and memorize it, because by the time you get through the mall, you get to the other side of the mall, you will have realized you are turned around. And it happened to me. I've been going there since 1999. That's a good 27 years, and I still got lost. I should have made a left. So I made a left, see, but I made a right instead, and I got lost for only 2 minutes. But still, it's a big hub, big business hub that goes on there. The downfall of King of Prussia, there's no train line. It's always the downfall. About 22,000 people live there, so it feels a lot bigger than it is. A lot of people working there. A lot of people from Center City travel into King of Prussia. And a lot of people live in King of Prussia travel to Center City, but that means you got to take 76, which is a nightmare. The cool thing with King of Prussia, you're close to 76, 202, 422, 476 and 276. So you're kind of like smack dab where all the main roads are to get in and out. But again, getting in and out during the rush hour traffic is a nightmare. But listen, that's how it is. Housing prices are anywhere from $450 up to $650. You have older homes, row homes, townhomes, older townhomes too. A lot of older townhomes. New ones are popping up. King of Prussia has the town center. Some people are pissed about the town center, but I think it's great. I'll be honest with you. Right next to Wegmans. Got some great restaurants over there. You got Davio's, CityWorks Brewery. This is great for a burger and a beer. Got Duck Donuts. I mean, come on. You can't go wrong with donuts. Got a great chocolate shop in there. Yes, chocolate store. You definitely want to check it out. If you want to check out that town or any other towns, you're going to do one thing. Seriously, one thing. You're going to reach out to this guy. Right here. Right here. Right here. Contact information below. Let me know I can help you. Seriously. Let me know I can help you. We do see higher end luxury also coming up in King of Prussia. Higher end townhomes, higher end like cookie cutter homes. Now, I will say this, if you want a smaller, more education focused town, something a little more quiet, well, you don't have to go very far from King of Prussia. You go right into number 5, which is Collegeville. Collegeville really is a town that grew up around education. It's literally your Sinus College is right smack dab in the middle, and Collegeville is all around it. A lot of sporting events, a lot of lectures, student activity happens because of the college there. It's a beautiful campus. It's an old campus, and it's beautiful. Perkiomen Trails right next to it. And actually one of my favorites, I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite spots to eat and get cake. Yes, it's Collegeville Italian Bakery. I'm gonna say it again. Collegeville Italian Bakery. Their pizza is amazing. I'm from New York, originally from New York. Like I said, moved here in 1999. And I will tell you, I've been looking high and low for a great pizza. And I can tell you, I finally found it at Collegeville Bakery. If you want something that's very similar to New York City style pizza, that's the spot to go. And by the way, their baked goods are amazing. Like their cakes are absolutely amazing. Also sits around along 422, making commuting to King of Prussia and parts of Philly a little bit difficult, especially rush hour. 422 is sometimes called Dead Man's Highway. No one goes the speed limit there. There are a lot of police officers sit there, state troopers sit there, but a lot of people speed. That's just the way it is, just how it works there. A lot of deer, a lot of accidents, so you have to be careful. Housing is mixed when it comes to Collegeville. A lot of older homes, older single homes, a lot of old townhomes have been around since like the 1980s. A lot of newer homes, newer townhomes, newer cookie cutter luxury developments are happening in Collegeville. It's kind of part of also the pharmaceutical tunnel, the pharmaceutical line. That's what Collegeville is also part of. A lot of people that work in the pharmaceutical industry live in Collegeville. Now, if you want a town that's totally different, want a more evolving downtown, a strong train access, well, go a little bit further north, kind of northeast, Lansdale. You go, Lansdale? Well, population about 16,000. First glance, looks a little bit like a standard boring suburb. But the downtown area has really blossomed over the years. It seriously has. Like, I've been selling real estate over there since like 20 years now. And I've seen a lot of growth within Lansdale, which is nice to see. The main street downtown, a lot of breweries, coffee shops, community events, farmer markets and stuff like that, festivals in the summertime. It's a busy little hub in the summertime, and it's also right smack dab in town there. You have the Lansdale, Doylestown, SEPTA regional rail line. You can catch that right on down to Center City. Takes a while though. Takes a good 15 minutes though. Housing price is a little bit lower. Obviously, it should be really lot lower than Bluebell, Lower Marion, which makes it attractive, very attractive for first-time home buyers. Older homes, yes, there are some new construction going on. Years ago, there was a lot more farmland over there, but that has really become more and more developed. So a lot less farmland, a lot more housing developments. It's just getting bigger. It's real close to the Turnpike, 476. Easy access to that if you need that. 476 takes you to 276, which 276 takes you to 76, which takes you to Center City. But that's a good hour drive, to be honest with you. Now, if you want something totally different, more proximity to corporate campuses and family-friendly parks, well, number 3, Horsham. Horsham, yes, Horsham is in Montgomery County. Some people say it's in Bucks County, but it's not. It's really in Horsham County. It's a little larger township with 27,000 people. It used to be a lot more farmland. Sold a lot of houses over there over the years. A lot more farmland. That farmland has been sold and has been developed into corporate offices and a lot of housing. Turned into a lot of business parks. Like I said, a lot of housing parks. I should say housing parks. A lot more community events, a lot more new construction communities in there. But the reason it does that because you have a lot of corporate campuses over there and a lot of pharmaceutical companies are close to Horsham. A lot of people like living there, also close to the Turnpike, 276. I know people that actually live in Jersey and work in Horsham. They jump on the Turnpike and take it right in there. But it's great. The township has done some great things over there by investing heavily in parks and recreation. You got Deep Meadow Park and Lukens Park. Lukens Park is pretty awesome, pretty untouched, a lot of greenery. You know, a lot of those neighborhoods in Horsham have, you know, tree-lined streets, sidewalks, feels like real little neighborhoods in there. Housing prices like $450 to $650. But you know, now if you want a suburb with even more of a strategic location, highway roads possible, like if you want something close to right smack dab on the Turnpike, well, it brings us to number 2, Plymouth Meeting. It literally is a crossroad. I mean, seriously, like it's on 476, 276, 76. You get to 202, you get to 422 pretty easily from Plymouth Meeting. Population's under 7,000, but daytime activities feels larger because you are close to Conshohocken and the corporate offices and the retail that's over there. By the way, Conshohocken and Plymouth Meeting have something in common that's very cool. They both have an IKEA right there, smack dab in the middle, just so you know that. You have mixed use developments happen more and more in Plymouth Meeting. New residential projects are happening. They're adding apartment complexes, townhouse complexes, access to Schuylkill River, access to Conshohocken. A lot more families live in Plymouth Meeting, but they use Conshohocken for dinner and fun stuff. So remember that. Solid schools. Now, if you want a small town, like a real rinky-dink little small town, but it's active with train access, with a town where the train is right smack dab in the town, yeah, that brings us number 1. Yeah, North Wales. Don't forget, I still got a little side bonus town for you to throw in there. North Wales is a cute little town. I mean, that's really what you could say about it. It's 3,000 residents, but the surrounding area expands into suburban neighborhoods and shopping corridors. What's cool about that is regional rail. The regional train stop is right smack dab in North Wales. Like, it's a lot of people just walk. Seriously, they have a house in North Wales and they walk to the train station. Don't have to worry about parking because they're so close to it. Again, 45 minutes or so from North Wales to Center City if that's where you're going. Also, great thing about they have a great park in there. The township park is amazing. And also Merck, yes, the pharmaceutical giant Merck, is their corporate office is smack dab right in North Wales. You do have a lot of pharmaceutical people. You have some younger people, families that live right in North Wales because of Merck. They're dependent on Merck. We also have an active Main Street in so-called downtown downtown North Wales. The funniest thing ever. If you ever buy in North Wales, you know what I'm talking about. You do close to major routes like 309, which connects the rest of the county. 309 brings you to the Turnpike. Home prices are usually $375 up to $550. You know, I wanted to save North Wales to the end, but I'm not really because I got one more bonus town to throw in there. North Wales is part of North Penn School District, which is huge, by the way. I always like to tell people this when it comes to North Penn School District. If you are a parent looking for a child to have many different activities, school activities, North Penn High School is really good for you and will be probably really well for your child. But if you're looking for a smaller high school, North Penn is not it. Their graduating class is anywhere from 1,100 to 1,300 people. Yes, it's huge. Either way, that last bonus town, you're not going to believe I'm going to tell you this. I can't believe I'm telling you this. Is Norristown. And some of you that are local to the area are going to go, Norristown, what are you talking about? Norristown has really come along far along in the last 5 years. They have a lot of great projects, a lot of new development coming up. And I'm telling you, the home prices in Norristown have practically doubled in the last 7 years, and it's only going to go up. Norristown is a great place, a great little town because of the new developments, but also a lot of first-time home buyers can still afford to buy a row home twin or even a single home. Yes, that's probably one of the few towns still in Montgomery County where you can find a single home for under $350,000. Yes, 350, maybe 375, depending on where in Norristown you want to live. And obviously, if you are thinking about moving to any of these areas, you're going to reach out to this guy. You're going to give me a call, send me a DM, email. Click on the link below, subscribe, let me know how I can help you. And as always, thank you for watching and coming to my channel. Make sure you check out the next one.